Roblox used to feel like a place where anything was possible. You'd log on, click a random game, and have no idea what you're about to experience. There was no formula, no pattern, no guarantee of what you were going to get. And that's the magic. But now, something feels different. Roblox hasn't stopped growing. It hasn't stopped getting more popular. It hasn't stopped making money. But it feels like it's slowly losing what made it Roblox in the first place. And the weird part is, it's not just one thing, it's everything. From company decisions at the top, to how games are made, to how players behave, to how trends take over the entire platform. It feels like Roblox is slowly building a system that's eating itself from the inside out. Over the years, Roblox has transformed from a simple platform for user made games into a massive business ecosystem built around engagement, retention, and Robux spending. And that's where things start to shift. Because when a platform gets this big, it stops being just about fun. It becomes about metrics. How long do players stay in a game? How often do they come back? How much Robux are they spending? And once those become the focus, game design starts to change whether people notice it or not. Games are no longer just built to be enjoyable experiences. They're built to keep you inside a loop. You see it everywhere now. Daily rewards that force you to log in, progression systems that stretch endlessly, pay to skip mechanics that quietly push monetization, limited time events designed to create urgency instead of enjoyment. None of this is accidental. It's all designed for you to be engaged for longer. But longer doesn't always mean better. Sometimes it just means Then there's the Roblox discovery system. The front page used to feel like chaos in the best way possible. You'd see random ideas, experimental games, weird concepts that didn't fit anywhere else. Now it feels structured, predictable. You already know what you're going to see before you can even scroll. RNG simulators, anime battlegrounds, steal and upgrade games, tycoon variants. And the reason for that is simple. On Roblox, visibility beats originality. If a concept performs well once, it gets cloned over and over again until the entire platform is oversaturated with it. And when that happens, developers stop taking risks. Because why create something that might fail when you can already copy something that worked? So instead of innovation, you get repetition. Instead of variety, you get cycles. And slowly, everything starts to feel like a reskin of something you've already. Now let's talk about the games themselves. Because this is where the shift becomes really obvious. Most modern Roblox games follow the same structure. You start with something exciting, then you introduce grinding, then currency systems, then rarity tiers, then upgrades, then time-based rewards, then pay shortcuts, and the cycle repeats forever. At first, it feels rewarding, like you're progressing towards something, but eventually you realize something important. You're not actually playing different experiences, you're just increasing numbers. And that's the core problem. Gameplay used to be about what you were doing. Now it's about what you're unlocking next. Even games that start with unique ideas eventually drift into this pattern, because it's the most effective way to keep players online. But effective doesn't always mean fun. Sometimes it just means addictive. And then there's the players. Roblox's community has changed a lot over time. Not in a good or bad way, just in behavior. Everything is faster now, attention spans are shorter. Trends move in days instead of months. And that changes how people interact with games. Most players don't explore anymore. They don't experiment. They don't take time to learn systems. They rush, they optimize, they look for shortcuts. If a game doesn't hook them instantly, they leave. And that creates pressure on developers to design games that grab attention immediately instead of developing depth over time. So instead of slow burn experiences, we get instant gratification systems because anything slower simply doesn't survive anymore. And we can't ignore YouTube, TikTok, and short form content because Roblox trends are no longer just player driven, they're content driven. A single viral video can completely change what gets made on the platform. If a game looks good in a 20-second clip, it can explode overnight. And suddenly, developers start designing games not around long term enjoyment, but around short term virality. And that's why so many Roblox games now feel like they were built for clips instead of gameplay. Flashy mechanics, overpowered abilities, fast progression, chaotic moments. Anything that looks good on camera gets prioritized, because attention is the currency now, not gameplay. No, it's still huge, still growing, still one of the most played platforms in the world. But something is changing underneath it. Roblox is becoming more optimized, more structured, and more predictable. And in this process, it's losing something that used to define it. That feeling of unpredictability, that sense of discovery, that moment where you joined a random game and had no idea what you were about to experience. Now, most experiences feel familiar to what you have played before you can even click them, because everything has been refined, repeated, and optimized into patterns that already work. And maybe that's the real issue. Not that Roblox is disappearing, but it's becoming too efficient at what it does. When everything is optimized for attention, engagement, and monetization, you start to lose the chaos that made it interesting in the first place. And without that chaos, Roblox starts to feel less like a playground and more like a system that works, but one that slowly forgets why people showed up in the first place.